Okay, so we're on our final 2 days left. Starting day 11. There really isn't much to say or do. So I'm going to do the rounds on the wildlands, pick up, the random stuff that you can pick up there, all the greens and stuff, ready for the new game plus. I'll have them in abundance, things like that. So yeah, let's bring up the map so I know. Luxurian, not really much you can run around to pick up. Eusonon, we can go to the industrial area and beat up on mechanical things. Wildlands, there's all those random stuffs that you can go and pick up. Dead dunes, I suppose I could go and just wipe out a load of lizards or something. But I think I'll go to the Wildlands Research Centre and just go a complete north to south kind of trip. And, just stock up.
Finally! It's rude to keep people waiting. This girl, she's got something she wants to ask.
What girl? Are you talking about that shadow?
Yep, and guess what? It's someone you know. Okay, you can come out.
Yule.
There are people here. They want to see you. All your friends. Huh? Hold on. What's going on? Oh, did you see that? They want to lend a helping hand, but you're too far. Even though they know what you're really feeling, what you need, they can't do anything for you.
I'm not looking for help from anybody.
Of course you aren't. You're God's handpicked savior, right? You don't need friends, or even family. That's why you can't find Sarah anymore.
Whatever.
Listen, you are the savior. You must gather the souls that still walk upon this dying world, and lead them to a new world of salvation. But your sister's soul is invisible to you. And if you cannot see her, you cannot save her. You must ask yourself, if it means saving Sarah, will you fight God? One human does not have the power to defeat Benevelza. He is all-powerful.
Then I'll find another power. Something beyond me, whatever it takes. Even if it kills me as well.
You cannot save anyone. Not even Sarah. Not as you are. Because first, you have to save yourself. You should listen to her. She always tells the truth.
Right. Not like you. But she's telling me that I'm missing something.
Well, yeah. Haven't you figured it out? I swear, sometimes I lose my faith in you. You don't even know the first thing about your own soul, but you think you can fight God himself. I don't think I've ever met anyone so dense.
If you know it all, then tell me. What is it I'm missing?
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't mean a thing if you can't figure it out on your own.
I have to save myself. But how?
Light, can you hear me? Are you hurt?
It's all right. I'm fine.
But
Look, I said I'm fine. Now just drop it, alright?
If you're sure. But you will tell me if something is wrong, won't you, Light?
Data log updated. Odin is here. Never fear. What was I doing? Oh yeah. We got to collect up some things. I kind of spaced out a little bit because of that cutscene. What am I doing? What am I doing? I was thinking about whether or not to trust that Yule or not. I mean, she was brought there by Lumina, and Lumina's quite tricky, so who's to say it wasn't a fake that Lumina put out there? Ponder all the twists and turns. And then we go ride our chocobo. Gashal greens. Gazelle greens. Oh god, there's no H in it. Oh, there is actually a H in it. Actually, that's it, because the other greens are in the Moogle village, and we can't go to the Moogle village yet, can we? Considering that everyone's only just waking up. So what else can we do? Until later on. I guess it's... Is there an inn? There is an inn. Shall I sleep off the day, or shall I try and think of something that can be done? I don't think anything can be done. Crap. I kind of don't want to sleep it off, because I wanted to see how,
We offer good old-fashioned.
Alright, I'll,
I checked the lodgings, and
Yay. I'm going to... I'm going to go to 1600. And I'm going to see...
Come again.
Yeah, okay. So 1600, Anubises should... I swear I just picked up that flower. Anubises should be starting to spawn. I want to see what kind of money they drop. See if they're farmable in any kind of way. Apparently they don't like to show up. Yes, they do.
We can scatter them easily. Thanks for waiting. We'll meet again.
And down they go.
Better get ready for the next fight.
240 gil, is that it? Heavy slash level 3. That means I should be able to, if I can stockpile enough up, I should be able to get my heavy slash upgraded. That'll give me a level 4 heavy slash, considering I can farm these like anything. Assuming any more actually turn up. Yep, there's the clock, and it's switched over to spawning the luminous mushrooms. That's a handy time to know about. Anubis hour is over, luminous mushroom gathering begins, and we shall see if we got enough of those heavy slashes to level them up. I don't know if I've got the parts needed to do it, but still, we'll head to Yacht Village and see if we can level up those heavy slashes, as well as anything else I've been neglecting to level up, because I haven't been to the sorcery shop for a while. I might have stuff. I might have a few runes or something because of those monicons. Monticons? Monty! They are now called Monty. Sorcery shop.
We've got lots of... Want to grow stronger? Then you're at the right place.
Okay, so let's sort this all by strength. Whoa, all those heavy slash level 3s. What's that? Strength 130, stagger duration. Will we be able to level that one up afterwards? No, heavy slash level 2 is still only stagger duration. Do you think we can synthesize something better than the strength 130? See if we trigger something more than that. No? Alright, looks like it's going to be the strength 130 onto it. Oh, and it still didn't get to the maximum thing, but still, 6 times attack power. That's a pretty powerful heavy slash. What about Rungas? Alright, we can... oh, that got a magic added to it. Nothing else in that, nothing else in that, nothing else in that. I thought we'd have enough to be able to max that out and level it up to a heavy slash level 4, but apparently not. We shall have a look to see what there is we can level up. Nothing, 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 nothing. Alright, so there's nothing I can do.
Come back soon.
Okay, so we're gonna go off to the Moogle village and pick up that last green. Oh, how was that timing? Too quick. I had to pause for a second before being able to get in. The timing would have been pretty good if I had like walked right up to them and they opened as I got there.
How are you?
How am I? I'm fine. I'm always fine. Gathering up more stuff. Yeah. There we go. Good night. And another silver screens. Just keep them. Do you hear that? Okay, was there anything that grows over here? No. Okay, so all the greens have been gathered up. Did a little bit of Anubis crunching.
It's a fine day.
Now what can we do? This time actually we can... I can't be bothered to go to the train station, so I'm going to teleport to Xiii and see what the slaughterhouse will offer for today. Okay, 1930 Xiii. Slaughterhouse will be available. I'm not sure how much it varies when it's creating, you know, the battles versus reward. Alright, let's see what the slaughterhouse can offer.
You again? Are you going to enter the tournament?
What do we got? Holy water refresher. Holy water doesn't interest me. What does the refresher do? I wonder what the refresher does.
Stage fright, is it? Come back.
No, I just want to come back at 2100.
We know how to.
Oh, okay, this is
We'll be waiting.
not what I thought it was. We're going to see this Dunderfisk. And because he didn't have anything to give us like the other one, Frosty, I should thank you for your turbo ether. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're gonna review what we did. Now we're pretty much just gonna stand here until the time passes by. Okay, with 15 minutes before we can get on with killing this dragon to see what the item is that we can get. I'll just point out that while I was waiting, I did some browsing through my stuff. Obviously, going up against something that's weak against ice, resistant to fire, so I had to switch these out to an ice spark and a blizzard, just to switch that up, so I was actually able to take on the Zoltis. You know, preparation, it's all in the key. Also, I found that the Splendid Admiral was the one recommended because of the transform bravery when taking on the Aeronite in the day before this one. I didn't have bravery, which half the amount of DPS damage that I could have done if I had transform bravery on. I could have kept triggering that to increase how hard I was going to hit it. And also, as I did realise afterwards, Enlister's gloves would have helped a lot to further increase the amount of damage that I could have done. So that was two things that that would have helped me, but I didn't have. So finding that out after the fact, yeah, hindsight 2020, isn't it? Enlister's gloves and the Splendid Admiral's transform bravery would have helped DPS down the Aeronite. So I just swapped that out now for any future times when I need something that can hit heavily and do a lot. But anyway, with the last 10 minutes before we go into the slaughterhouse and find out what that was, it was the refresher potion or something. I want to know what that does, so I'm going to kill a Zoltis and grab my reward to see what it is. Come on, clock. Okay.
You again?
Yes,
Are you
me
going
again.
to enter the tournament?
If you've got the right one for me. Yes, Soltis and the refresher.
Bring my crowd some joy and give them a good show.
Show us what you're made of.
The goddess of death is
Okay.
on my side.
Standard.
Okay,
Debuff.
let's go.
To hell. And there's a stagger. It's down.
It's good to change it up.
And smack it in the face.
Return to the source of all things.
Always fun when she starts jumping.
That was a fine performance indeed. I'd welcome a star like you any night.
Thanks. But we got a refresher, and I want to see what this refresher is. Fully restores HP and ATB. To be honest, I'd rather have an ether, because the ether will be able to give me at least 2 overclocks, and overclocks refresh the ATB anyway. Oh no, maybe it'll come in handy somewhere, but for now I'm going to try and figure out what the hell I can do with the rest of the day. With the lack of a better idea, I'm going to sleep it off another day.
Welcome. We have rooms.
11 over.
Sid reigns.
That was once a man's name, but now it means nothing. His soul has dissolved into the swirl of chaos. I take his form as a convenience, but I'm no more than a puppet.
Alright, so who's pulling your strings? Benevelza?
No, not God. I am the voice of many, of the countless multitude who call chaos home. I am the speaker for the dead. Tell me, Savior, do you know the ritual they call Soul Song?
Vanille is planning to perform it at the cathedral. She says it'll release the dead from their suffering. I guess that means you.
Vanille has been misled. There is a truth she cannot see, a truth that lies within the unseen realm.
What do you mean? What truth?
You do not understand the role of chaos. The chaos will drown this world, but it's also the key to our humanity. When we die, we return to it. But only for a short time. When a man dies, his soul melts into the chaos, but the idea of it, of him, survives intact. And then he is reborn anew and returns to the living world. An unseen power exists in all of us. It's the chaos that we carry in our hearts.
Our souls are made out of the chaos, which is why they return to it when we die. But they survive there, waiting for a new body, which means you could be reborn in the new world.
If the Sacred One shows us the way, she is the only one who can tell us what to do. She has the power to guide us into the future, where we can live again.
She can do what I can't. Vanille can bring salvation to the dead.
Yes, but she doesn't know what she is capable of. The Order has kept the truth from her.
Why would they lie to her? They preach salvation.
Only for the living. The Soul Song will destroy us and make you forget we ever existed. Murder on a grand scale.
You want me to stop her, right?
Yes. And then you must tell her what her real power is, so she can lead us to salvation.
Is this what you all want?
It is, but it is not God's will. If you answer our prayer, it will mean defying Benevelza. Those who try to defy the gods end up controlled by them and are destroyed in the end. Like Sid Reigns.
I remember Reigns fought for humanity and he was killed for it, but the spirit that drove him to stand up to the tyranny of the gods didn't die. I kept it with me. Chaos is in all of us. It's the stuff our souls are made of, and it's the reason that the dead live on in our hearts and minds.
Yes, the chaos unites humanity, a thread woven through all our lives, and it's a power God cannot see. Its potential is limitless, and that makes it more powerful than he is.
But now you're gonna tell me that it's nearly impossible to tap into. Am I right?
Yet it is possible. No one can control the chaos. If you want to make the power yours, you must have the help of those who are inside it. You know what needs to be done. You know whose soul you have to find.
You mean Sarah? Are you saying I'll be able to reach her?
You must. With the chaos, anything is possible. Find the invisible bonds that unite us across life and death. Do that, and you will have all the power you need.
Chaos. It was the key to defeating God. If I wanted to use it, I needed Sarah's help. But Sarah, how can I make you hear me? I reach out with every fiber of my being. But is it enough? Can I do more? If I throw myself into the abyss, if I cry out to you, will you hear me, Sarah? Will you answer? Hold the world aloft. Give me another day.
Are you doing okay, Light?
Getting a little bit puzzled actually. Could do with a little bit breather. Quake has been unlocked. A lightning message to post up. Nothing else around. Talk to Hope, see what he has to say about that.
Light, the end is almost here. One more day, and then the destruction of the world will be complete.
Right. And there's no way I can delay it any longer.
No. This is it. You can still carry out your mission as the Savior, but today is your last chance. Tomorrow in the Cathedral, Vanille will perform the soul song for the Order. The final rites, when the souls of the dead will be released from their torment and returned to oblivion. And when the clock strikes the hour, it'll mark the end of everything.
It's an ending that not even God has the power to stop. Hope, tell me something. You said that the souls of the dead return to the chaos, right? If that's true, then that's where Sarah must be. Her soul is lost out there in the chaos somewhere.
For God, the chaos is an unseen realm. He cannot see inside. And so it follows that he doesn't have the power to find her as long as she is in the chaos. But he can do something else. He can make her anew.
But then how can she be the real Sarah? The one I know?
Well, don't you trust him? It's true that even with all his power, God cannot extract Sarah's soul from the chaos. But there is another place he might find it. He could take her soul from inside of you.
How would... You're just making things up now.
You always found it hard to trust people. What chance does God have? Look, I'm not saying you will. But if you do decide to turn against him, you should know that I'll always stand with you. You trust me, don't you?
It just seems like the more I search, the further away I get from finding her. I've encountered more than a few ghosts from the past now, talked to souls from the chaos even, but I'm still no closer to finding Sarah. Not even a hint.
I don't know, but perhaps you've done everything you can. Maybe you could have found her already, but something is keeping her from talking to you.
Like she doesn't want to see me? Is that what you're saying?
Of course I don't think that's the case. But it's possible. Perhaps it's because you're too close to each other.
You mean she's out there and can talk to other people, but not me? Tell you what, why don't you go out there and look for her in my place?
I'd like to help, Light, but I can't leave the Ark. How about this? If I happen to die before you do, for whatever reason, I'll make you a promise. I'll try to find her in the chaos, and when I do, I'll find some way for you two to be together again.
Well, that brings up even more questions. So many questions. So, from the quest in use on about the whole chaos being the source of souls, that is now confirmed by what was Idrain's, but that smile at the end, the little cheeky smile, makes me think it was a illusion from Lumina. She's cheeky like that. And then we've got Hope talking about this, finding souls in the chaos and bringing them back. It's like, oh, head hurts. Okay, well, I'll take a little break and then come back to this, the final day, after I've stretched myself out a little bit.